Marriage could be coming to Florida sooner than we expected. Plus, after last week's big win, the Mississippi marriage case is now on the fast track to an appeal. And Kansas just lost their latest attempt to hold back the start of marriage. For the American Foundation for Equal Rights, I'm Matt Baum, and welcome to Marriage News Watch for December 8th, 2014. A little over 3 months ago, a judge in Florida ruled that state's marriage ban is unconstitutional and stayed his decision until January 5th so the state would have time to appeal. Well, January 5th is coming up and the state has asked for an extension. This week, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals said no. The stay will expire and the marriage ruling will go into effect on January 5th. This is a big deal for a couple of reasons. First, it indicates that the 11th Circuit probably expects that marriage is going to happen one way or another, so they might as well let it start a little early. Second, it shows that the 11th Circuit doesn't see any harm in letting gay and lesbian couples get married. The state can still ask the U.S. Supreme Court for an extension, but their chances of getting one are not great. Now, this ruling is limited to the stay, but the 11th Circuit will rule on the actual merits of the case sometime next year. So this is a promising sign that they'll rule in favor of equality. The 11th Circuit will also likely hear cases currently pending in Alabama and Georgia at some point. This week's Florida decision is an early indication that we could get a favorable ruling in those states. Also last week, a judge in Mississippi put that state's case on the fast track. Similar cases in Louisiana and Texas are currently scheduled for oral argument on January 9th, and since Mississippi is in the same circuit, it's likely that it will join them. The 5th Circuit also imposed a stay that will prevent marriages from starting in Mississippi until the appeal is complete. Marriage is still in sort of a gray area in Kansas. Some counties are issuing licenses and others aren't, following a district court ruling that stopped enforcement of the state's marriage ban. District Attorney Schmidt has appealed that decision to the 10th Circuit and asked for a full 10-judge panel. Last week, the 10th Circuit said, no, you'll just get a regular 3-judge panel. The 10th Circuit has already overturned marriage bans in Utah and Oklahoma. Last week's decision indicates that all of the judges on the panel probably agree with those decisions, and that bodes well for a decision in Kansas. Those are the headlines. Subscribe here on YouTube for more on all those stories. For the American Foundation for Equal Rights, I'm Matt Baum. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.